now that's in the middle of this debate than Africa, the African continent, because you have a huge trade volume of trade between China and African countries. In fact, the entire African infrastructure right now is being undertaken by China. Yes, I know the US may not be too happy about that, but over the years, we've been very anxious to do trade with the United States. We have a historical antecedent with the language and everything. But what happened? What forced Africa to drift towards China? I think that's the question you should ask yourself. What happened? Because America was ahead of China in terms of its grip on Africa. So what happened over the years that there was, this drift and you're losing your grip on Africa? And I think we don't need to look too far to supply the answers. Perhaps you should look at your model, the model you adopted in dealing with the African countries, and the model China came and adopted, China brought and adopted in dealing with the African countries. And perhaps you found the China model more attractive. And that's why we drifted towards the China model right now. What we want to appeal to America to do, and most of Europe especially, is to loosen its conditionalities that come along with its trade, with its loans, the loans they give to Africa. America gives loans together with all kinds of conditionalities. They want to control your human rights, they want to control your model of democracy, they want to control your lifestyle and everything. But China wants to just do business with you. China respects your own internal, peculiarities. China doesn't want to interfere in your democracy. They don't want to interfere in your model of human rights. They don't want to interfere with your lifestyle. But America tells you have to pass a law regarding how a man and a woman should behave. Whether a man should turn to a woman. These are purely cultural issues in Africa that you must respect. You have to respect them. You cannot impose your own values and cultures on us. You want to tell me the kind of model of democracy I should adopt for you to give me a loan? I'm sorry, you have to respect our own, system by which we live and, govern ourselves, and on like that. Now, you talked about, China bringing a lot of its workforce to do the jobs, and what you want us to be attracted to is the fact that America does not bring its own workforce. America gives you loans and allows you to use the loans. But that's not totally true, because what China does is that they bring their own technology. It's their technology, and their people are trained in that kind of technology. So what we do with China, like the rails they're doing all over Nigeria now, is that we give them a time limit for which to train local people. So as I speak with you, the trains the rail lines that are doing all over Nigeria, beautiful rail lines that can compete with anyone you see in New York or anywhere. And that's the China people. The Chinese have raised their game so much. What they do is that we have a lot of people right now from Nigeria in China that they are training. It's part of the exchange program. Whilst you're doing this, we're giving you 5 years within which to exit and for the Nigerians to take over the jobs. And that's what we are concerned about, the Minister of Labor. I will not accept that as Minister of Labor for the Chinese to come and take over the jobs. So I give that conditionality on behalf of my government to most of them to say, look, you cannot stay more than this number of years. You have to train our local people in this kind of technology that you are bringing in. So you don't tie us down with your technology that every time we need to change a bolt, we go to China and say, you put this thing here, come and change it for us. No, we have local people who can take over and maintain the infrastructure when they have left. So we have the model. And so America can adopt that kind of model too. It's not attractive enough to tell us that you are not taking the jobs, you are bringing the loans, and then China is coming to take our jobs, and that's what makes you more attractive. I'm sorry, you have to look at the other issues I mentioned. For us to come back to America, we're anxious to do business with America, but these are the problems, that we face when dealing with the United States. And that is, I think, the Africans are very sensitive about colonization now. So if they think you want to colonize us through trade, they will resist it. They will resist it. And that's what's going on. They feel that because of these conditions you are giving it, because you are giving us some loans, you want to colonize it all over again. And they are very reactive when it comes to that. So I think that's what you have to look at, and that's why we're dealing with China. And the infrastructure they're wonderful. We're enjoying them. There's no complaint about them. It's we that are using the infrastructure. So there's no reason to say we are owing China so much, and because they'll come and take over our country at some point. That's balderdash. Because our people are being, created. You are creating jobs through this infrastructure. We are getting more jobs to the people, and we're enjoying the infrastructure at the end of the day. And I think America needs to think deeply about this. Thank you.